Alright guys, I'm going to do another USA versus Chinese tool comparison here. In this one it's going to be the Crescent adjustable wrench that I'm going to be comparing here. As you can see, it's a 10-inch Crescent brand USA and 10-inch Crescent Chinese made. Now I haven't really used this one yet. It's just one of those things where I had this one first and then I got this one, and I don't know. Usually when it comes to these USA made tools, if I didn't get them first and they're not used, I kind of prefer to keep them the way they are until this one pisses me off or it breaks or something goes wrong with it, and then I'll turn to my USA tool. But anyway, all right, with that, let's look at the Chinese Crescent wrench first. I don't really have any complaints with this one. I had this one in at least one of my other videos where I was comparing it up against the channel lock one. But I'll just go over the same things that I showed in that one. As you can see, like most Chinese-made tools, it's in the details where you see where they cut corners and stuff like that. The machining in here is pretty rough, sharp edges around there. Let's open this up a little bit more. You can see this right here, pretty rough, kind of unfinished if you ask me. Wobble test, it's not too bad. There's some play in it. That's to be expected for the most part. But and another thing, as you can see, they got markings for metric and standard, but they're very faint. You really have to look at them to actually see them, compared to, like, here, I'll show you a channel lock real quick. See that? That's how they should be. But this one, yeah, it's kind of a cheapo job when it comes to that. But another thing I don't really like, and I'll admit this is on the USA one too, this part right here, on the older ones and on some newer well-made ones, it has a slotted part where you can stick a screwdriver in there, back that all the way out, and take parts out if you need to service it or something breaks. But with this, they just pressed a pin in there, peened it, and that's it. So anyway, the things I do like about it, it's a really good cold weather wrench. Obviously, as you can see, this comfort grip on here. I haven't really used it when it comes to like a greasy or oily job. In that case, this would probably actually get kind of slippery. But like I say, in just regular cold weather, it definitely helps. And you know what? It feels good in the hands, you know, hanging onto the wrench. Feels all right. But all right, action feels all right. So there it is when it's closed up. Lines up okay for the most part. You can see nice big old gap there. Kind of really shows that off. But anyway, all right. Enough of the Chinese wrench. USA one. All right. Take a close look at it as well. As soon as you look at it, you can just tell it's just better made. That's all there is to it. Let's do the wobble test. It's a bit tighter than that Chinese one. And let's take a look all the way around it. Now, as you can see, it also has that pin where it does not have the slotted where you can unscrew it. So that kind of sucks. But other than that, just taking a look at it. Now, it also doesn't have any markings on here either. They didn't really start doing that until later on. But this wrench is probably, I'm guessing, early 2000s. But now when you look at the The machining though, no rough edges. Everything's nice and smooth. And you look at that, way better than the Chinese one. Let's hold the Chinese one up here. You can see them back to back. Yeah. You can definitely tell where corners were cut. But does that affect the operation of the tool? Not really, but once again, details. All right, let's open this up. Feels good. Take a look at it. The machine is way better. Here, let's open up the Chinese one. Yeah, so there's the visual difference right there. So they paid more attention to detail. So, and then as far as the soft grip itself, we'll call it a soft grip. Comfort grip, soft grip, whatever. This is more of a textured rubber where you can get a lot more grip on it. Your hands won't slip off it even if it becomes oily or greasy. Whereas this is a really smooth plastic where you could slip a lot easier on it. But preference, I'd probably take this just for the added grip. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, let's see if they open up to the same. Should be about the same. Yeah. Looks like the USA one is a little bit wider. Opens up a little bit wider. But anyway, all right, there it is. My USA Crescent versus Chinese Crescent wrench comparison there. I'm sure most of you guys would agree with me where this one is just better made, as most tools are that were made in the USA, but nowadays it's all China. And you know what? They can make a good tool in China. I'll give them credit where credit's due, but as most of us know, they sent those jobs over there to make a cheaper tool yet still charge that premium price, and that's what I don't like. Now, you know what? I'll go ahead and bring in this 10-inch channel lock adjustable wrench. Now, okay, so they outsource. They have a company over in Spain make them adjustable wrenches. But this is probably one of the best made adjustable wrenches out there. They outsourced, but they outsourced to the very best. Whereas with Crescent, they outsourced and they found the cheapest one they could and said, build it. And they'll still buy it because it has the Crescent name on it. And that's a bunch of bull if you ask me. But, all right, enough of me ranting there. If you like, thumbs up. Tell me what you think in the comments below. But either way, like and subscribe to my channel. But we'll catch you later.